Hey, what's going on, guys? Today is, actually tomorrow is Record Store Day, so it's Trey with Imagine Just Records and Lennon and Courtney. So today for Record Store Day, actually coming up, we wanted to do something that's crazy. I kind of want her to, now a lot of my records are downstairs and some of them are upstairs, but, let me put my glasses on, I can't really see very good. So what I was going to have her do is just kind of come behind me, not rehearsed or anything, and just pull a couple records. And whatever she pulls, I want to kind of talk about it, talk about where it came from, or where I got it, or or just a little bit about the album. So, Courtney, you want to go? Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's go pulling.
Hold him while I choose. Lennon, what do you think it's gonna be?
Lennon,
I'll take him when I get it.
You ain't even got you ain't even got any shorts on. So what's everybody excited for tomorrow for Record Store Day? I'm really excited. I know a lot of people don't like the band Greta Van Fleet because they say that they stole Led Zeppelin's sound, but hell, I say,
Okay, record number one.
Okay,
Ready?
Can't see it.
Wait,
All right.
do you need to finish what you're saying?
No, I'm good. So basically, with Greta Van Fleet, I like Greta Van Fleet personally. I think it's cool. So, all right, let's see what she picked. I'm not looking. What is it? Oh, wow. Okay. This is actually a really good story. So this record, Willie Nelson, Stardust, well, it's just an absolute fantastic album. But the story that comes with this is I was working for a company where we kind of went in and out of these apartments, and we were kind of doing some maintenance or whatever. And this lady I remember her saying that she was like, oh, you like records? Because I think one of the apartments had some records in it. And I was like, oh, I absolutely love albums. And she goes, well, I mean, I hate to say this, she goes, but my friend just passed away, and he's got a ton of records. And let me write your number down, and I'll give you my number, and when I go to, when I have to sort through his belongings, I'll give you a call. I said, awesome. So days turned to months, and I'd always kind of look for that number, and I never could find it, So it was around Christmas time. We were getting ready to go to Disney World, and I knew that I was going to propose to my wife. So the girl calls me 2 days before we leave, and I was like, I know that you want me to come over there and help you, which I'll come help you. I'll help you, price them. You can sell them, whatever. But I mean, to be honest with you, I just bought an engagement ring, and I don't have really a dime to my name. I have enough, to go have fun at Disney, and but I don't have enough money. So she goes, oh, you just come help me price a couple of them. You could pretty much pick out whatever you want. And this was one of those records. I always find it kind of, I always take pride in when someone passes away. I know kind of people think it's kind of weird, but I always take pride of when someone's like, hey, my father passed away or my grandfather passed away. Would you like their record collection, or would you like a few records? Oh, Lennon's trying to stand up right here. So that's where this Willie Nelson Stardust came from. And alongside of it being a fantastic album. Willie Nelson Stardust. All right, Lennon. All right, so you want to pick another one? Lennon's just standing here by himself. He hadn't even learned to walk yet, but Willie Nelson Stardust. Wow, that was actually a really cool story.
Yeah, I like that record.
Mm-hmm. Oh, everybody does. That's a great album.
So here we go.
All right, got my eyes closed. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Is it rock? Is it 60s? Is it old? Ooh, it feels heavy. Mm-hmm. Ooh, wow, great album. Okay, so everyone knows this is George Harrison's All Things Must Pass. No, it doesn't have the poster. I wish I had the poster, but it's, so where I got these from, man, this is another story. I think I've been collecting people's records that have just passed away. So, I had got on Facebook, and when I first started collecting albums, I was really just looking for just Beatles stuff. That was all I was looking for. So anyways, this girl messaged me, and she's like, basically like, hey, my uncle collects records, and his brother collects records, and he's kind of passed away, but this one guy's name was Jack Butler, and the other guy's name was Mac Butler. And if you look right here, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Mac Butler right there. So anyways, so there was a guy that so she brings me like 4 or 5 albums. She brings me the White Album, she brings me Rubber Soul, she brings me Revolver, and she brings me Sgt. Pepper's. Well, she told me she wanted like, I think, $40 or $50 for all of them, and they're all original. So what I did was I gave her $70, and I was like, you brought them to me, you met me. I don't want to charge. I just, you're doing me such a favor, like just take the money. And she goes, well, my uncle has a lot more records, and why don't I just give you his number? And then you can go and you can see him, and y'all can talk about music. You can see what he has. And I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. So we set it all up, and I brought a guy that had just started kind of collecting records. Excuse me. He had just started collecting records in town. And he was basically saying like, yeah, man, I'd like to go with you. And I was a huge Beatles fan. He was a huge Stones fan. So I was like, anything Beatles, I got dibs on it. Anything Stones, you have dibs on it. So he walks in and he picks out about 8 albums. He walks up and he hands the guy $40 and he goes, here you go, man. How's this? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Wow, the negotiating. And I've got a stack like this. So I go outside, kind of take some time. I go back in, I'm like, all right, man, I'm not going to resell any of these albums. All I'm trying to do is get these albums to listen to. That's all I want. I was like, your brother passed away. I just want these for albums. So anyways, I was like, how much for this one? And he's like, it's 3 albums, $3. And I'm like, okay. Then another one pulled up. It's like Miles Davis Kind of Blue. He was like, $3. I'm like, oh, absolutely. So I started getting all these records for like $2, $3. And the guy that, did the $40, he's like, oh my gosh, like, you're going to pay like $80 and you're going to get 50 albums. He's like, I paid 40 and I got like 10. So anyways, that is where All Things Must Pass, George Harrison came from.
Cool.
Okay, come on, pick another one. What is it going to be?
Hold on.
This is brought to you by Lennon.
Okay, we're going to come to this side now. Where's it going to be?
This is going to be something weird. All right, so who is looking for... so the same place where I got the Keith Whitley in the first video that I talked about, that's where I got the George Strait. Garage sale, literally in a garage, and I think I paid $2 or $3. Not a big story for this one. But I did score the Keith Whitley original for $3. But this one, not much to talk about. Just do one more. One more, and then we're gonna call it a night. I don't care. Lennon, what do you think? Say yes or no. You clap? You clap? All right. Oh, wow. Okay, so I have 2 or 3 of these, so I can't really tell you exactly where it came from, but I believe if this one doesn't work, I picked this up at Dale Blues here in town, record store. That's the one that I'm actually going tomorrow for record store day, so I'm really excited. But we all know this album. It's an amazing album. Oh yeah, look, see, there's his little sticker. I picked it up for $20. No, never mind. Okay, I was wrong. Nirvana, never mind. So where I got this from is I used to work at a record store about 3 years ago. I was always buying vinyl, and I always talked. So, anyways, I would go into the record store and I was like, man, I don't know what I want, and I said it would be kind of cool that if I could like work here like on Saturdays and Sundays, and instead of you paying me in money, you pay me records. So that's what he did. So not only was I able to, score some pretty good records, but I was also able to start kind of my own pile. So when stuff came in, I was like, I want it, but well, let me put it off to next week. So, Led Zeppelin 3, I mean, we all know this one. It is an amazing album. So, man, that's going to include tonight. You know, I just wanted to just jump on here and do a, kind of a quick video. Everyone's ready for record store day. I know I am. I'm probably going to get up maybe about 7 o'clock and head down to the record store. Maybe take baby Lennon with me. I think Courtney will probably not go because she's not really a wait in line type person. But if you can, just like and subscribe, leave us a comment. We appreciate everybody that's been so nice to us in the vinyl community. And happy Friday, guys.
The battery is the camera charged for a while.
Shut up, Courtney. This is for my video. I think you like yourself. We're both kind of scary superstars. What? She's annoying. And she had just told me we cannot be doing this. Cut. And no, don't let her get that. So anyway. Outside for a second. Let me just finish this. Short story. Alright. Okay, alright, okay. Gosh. Him and his brother. I'm good.
Not cool.
What?
We've been ready to come in.
You're loud.
We're not.
If y'all would be so damn loud.
That is ridiculous.
That was a quick story.
So rude.
That was a quick story.
Like, you're just Lennon. We're sitting there, Lennon smashing his face up against the glass. So not cool.
Dude, man, you always have him looking like a little redneck. Okay, come on, Courtney.